is going to be on. The Comedy Barn's going to be on at 2 o'clock. Retro Radio is going to be on at night before all the older folks go to bed, because that's when they, you know, they remember those shows, and we can't play it during a live show, and that's the biggest problem we have with his whole pre-recorded shows that were unedited. Was they were, 2 of them were posting before a live show, 2 of them or 3 of them were posting during a live show, and then another 2 or 3 were posting after the live show, so the live show got lost in the whole mix of episodes. And what we wanted was, we wanted people to go and say, hey, I like, you know, looking through our episode list, they could listen to one thing and say, hey, I like this. What's this show? That's what we wanted. But he thought we just wanted to get rid of everything. So in his mind, we were not compromising at all. And so I talked to him on the phone, got him to calm down Wednesday night. It was all good. It was all dandy. Woo-hoo. And then the topic came up again on Thursday, because I went and posted one of the shows. I can't remember if it was comedy. I think it was Comedy Bar. Mm-hmm. And started talking about how, hey, look, you know, it's got some downloads. It's got quite a few views. And he's like, yeah, I know. And I was like, and I was like, the only problem is it's not directing us towards any of our other shows, you know, the listeners to the other shows. So it's got to have somewhere in there. It's got to be like, hey, listening to the Wake Your Ass Up morning show Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. with Zombie Annihilator, and then talk about Freedom Unleashed, and talk about, you know, all the live shows. And he was like, yeah, well, that's the problem. And then he went on his little freak out and was talking about what we understood was he wanted to delete it all, but there was no delete all button. And it was just easier to just delete the whole network. So we were thinking he was going to delete the whole network. And we were like, hey, give us a call. No, I don't feel like talking. No, we need to talk to you. No, I don't feel like. Well, I'm gonna have Zombie call you and talk to you, since he didn't want to talk to me, because in his mind, he felt like I hated him. I didn't. And Zombie can tell you, I didn't hate him. I was just being very professional and trying to run the business, because, honestly, he hadn't done shit. All the intros you hear, Zombie's intro was done by me. The graphic for Zombie's show, Wake Your Ass Up morning show, was done by Zombie. Okay? All the other graphics and all the other intros were done by me. All the pre-recorded shows being edited was done by me. Getting all the people in that are actually going to talk are done by me and Zombie and the other co-worker. The guests. Yeah, co-owner now. The guests. We have I lost count. We have over 71 guests lined up, from people such as Adam Calhoun to Dave Bray to Blackbird Anthem. Just guests. List goes on and on. That was done by co-owner and me.
And I have plenty too.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and he hasn't submitted his yet. That's the problem.
Hey, they don't need to know. I'll surprise them when it comes time.
But the three of us basically busting our ass every single day. So when he came on, and Zombie can verify this, it was every day he was bitching and complaining about something.
Oh, yeah,
he was annoying.
This is actually, and you said it started on a Wednesday. It actually started on a Tuesday with the bitching, moaning, and complaining, because he did a show every Tuesday night. And for some reason, this is where it basically boiled down to, all of a sudden he decided that another female that was within the network, that he was going to be co-hosting with this female on all his shows from that point forward, and that he was going to be co-hosting her war show, which is a woman's show, and basically pushing himself into the position where he was going to do everything with this woman. And she was trying to be nice because, he was one of the owners, but at the same time, she was being made to basically the sexual harassment in the workplace. That's all it was. That's it, and that's what it boiled down to, and this is what we started seeing again, seeing these same attitudes and the same workings that he's done before, and then hearing and looking at conversations inside of our chat and realizing that they're having separate chats somewhere else because, we talked about this already. Well, okay, we're not supposed to be having separate chats within the network. We're all supposed to be talking in this one place. And that's the way we had it set up.
Anything business related was supposed to be talked about in the business chat. Anything else had to go into more of a freedom type chat where you can talk about whatever.
Yes, and we try to keep it very professional, and that was one of the first rules that he broke. And at that point, we just kind of let it go, and it was just one of those things, and he's throwing a hissy fit. We got him calmed down, and he goes ahead and does a show that's a whole 19 minutes long. Okay, well, I took the time every morning and every night to prepare a 2-hour show, to get ready for a 2-hour show. I have to come up with material to talk about. I have to be able to continue my conversation all the way through, and most of the time I do it by myself. So, me being able to talk for 2 hours by myself about one topic, or a bunch of topics similar to that topic, I said, it takes a lot of time and preparation to do. And then we have him whining because of his show, and he doesn't want to do it anymore. Well, the whole point of having this network was to get our voices out there and be heard. Not bring, let's bring all these numbers up because we have a bunch of downloads from these old-time things that I'm stealing and basically pulling copyright stuff off of. So there was strike number 2. And we are trying to basically work with him, as Audie said. We are trying to work with him and get it to the point where there would not be any copyright infringements when we're done, because it would be with our own voices, and it would be one of those things where we're hosting the show and we're bringing that stuff in to the show. There's no copyright there when you do that. I said, so that's what we were preparing, and he couldn't get it through his head thinking that we were just trying to delete everything and we were trying to get rid of anything. Well, I guess the numbers and everything else that he thought he was going to get rid of when he took all these shows and deleted them, the amazing part is those numbers don't go away. Sorry there. I don't know what you were trying to do or what you were trying to hurt, but it didn't work for you. But I digress. I said, we go back on to Thursday where he starts his other crap. And at the point that Audie left off, this is where he basically starts to have a conversation with Audie, and I'm sitting off on the side. Sorry, Mayhem. I'm sitting off on the side. And I've been working all day because I had a project that I was doing with one of my pieces of jewelry. So I'm sitting there making my jewelry, and I look down, and I finally get through, and I start reading through, and all of a sudden I see Greg has left the group. And I'm going, what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
So I go and I'm looking, and I'm looking through all these messages, 100 plus messages that I have to go through and try to weed through and figure out. And normally I've been the middleman. I've tried to basically keep everything calm and do what I had to do just to try to hold the network together when it came down to it. And at that point, he was acting immature, and I knew it. I was like, you know what, you're acting like a 2-year-old. I'm going to leave.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because even I looked at everything, and even my wife looked at the conversation, and because in his mind, I was being mean and just rude and everything, and no, I was, he would say something, I'm like, okay, well, you know what we could do? Here's what we could do. All right. You pick the show that you want for that day. You send me the file. I'll go in there and I'll edit it, and then we'll post it. And then it'll be like 4 or 5 messages about how things weren't going his way, and he was just downtrodden, having a bad day. And I'm like, look, we're trying to compromise here with you, make everything work. And he's like, yeah, I know. And then talks about how the best part was, like, he said he was done, and then that full control is over to me and Zombie here, and then I was like, then when he talks about starting to deactivate the network, I'm like, look, you're suspended, okay? You're just suspended, and a suspension is no big deal. It's just, hey, take a break. Suspend it. Don't do anything with the network. Don't do your show. Just don't worry about anything.
Just take some time away, and when you're done doing what you're doing, and you've had time to clear your head, and you've had time to act like a man and grow up a little bit, I said, come back, and we'll work things out. But at the same time, Audie and I planned on keeping everything rolling and keeping everything working the way we planned, and continue to work to build the business. Like we've been doing.
When he was ready, James and I had been talking, and we said, when he's ready and he has showed that he has made some improvements, we'll let him back, and he'll be part of the show and part of the network. And then came Friday. Then came Friday. Everything seemed fine. Everything seemed fine until like noon, I think it was.
Yeah.
1 o'clock. Something like that. I got a message from Zombie. Hey, did you do something to the network? No. Why? What's up? I can't sign in. What? And here I am. I'm like, I'm still signed in. Everything's fine. And he was telling me what he was doing. What were you doing? You were trying to change something.
Oh, I was adding a show. I was adding the Zombie Mayhem show. Because we were going to bring back our Zombie Mayhem show, because the two of us clicked together and we're very good co-hosts together. So we're bringing back our co-hosted show together. And as I started to do this, it said I was not authorized to make changes to the network. Well, I'm like, what the hell? So at this point, I'm a little pissed off because I know exactly what's just happened. But I had to call. I actually sent some messages, figure out, did you do anything? Did we get a hold of somebody? Did we block him out? Are we re-signing in? No, what happened is this childish co-owner decided to take full authority over the whole network and do a power grab, change the email address, change the password, and basically kick every one of us out of it.
Yep.
So we're sitting there with no way to get into our shows, no way to deal with anything. The fact that Audie just paid for the show to be upgraded to Pro Plan, which is a lot more money that had to come out of his pocket. So that just had to happen. And with all that being done, all of a sudden, so he's sitting here playing these little games, and we're sitting there like, what the hell? So we get on with his woman, and we start talking. As a voice of reason, trying to get him to sign back over the network to us, and to basically cease and desist anything he was doing at that point to harm the network, which we knew he was doing something.